we jumped ahead and I recabled the right side of the bike. Now, if you look down here, we've got both cables on the cam. I'm going to take the little pin and I'm going to insert it in this tiny little hole and turn the cam until it drives all the way inside. Now the cam will not turn and it's locked straight. Okay, so I'm going to put this down a little bit. Always keep in mind that each cable, left or right, will always stay on its respective side. So a left cable will always stay on the left side of the bike, right cable through the right side of the bike on those pulleys. Okay, now I'm going to make my way to the front. All right, along the way, I'm going to double check like this. The cable has come off the pulley. You got to make sure that these are in the groove. And let's check the back. So these are good. Here's another thing to look for. You want your cable housing to be seated in these adjusters. This one is not. It's hung up, so you want to get it lined up so it drops into the groove or recess. Okay, so now moving to the front of the bike. This is where the flashlight really comes in handy, because looking into the frame here, I can tell that these cables are crossed. Okay, you always want the cable to stay on the right or left side of the bike. Okay, I'm going to start with the right side cable. The right side cable is going to enter in the second groove, okay? And we're going to wrap it around. I'm going to take a screw that does not have a washer, okay? And I'm going to screw it in halfway, like so. And it'll actually kind of stay. Then I'm going to take the T25 and it's not crushing the cable yet, it's just keeping it from falling out. So now I can kind of wiggle it and it's not falling out. Now I'm going to grab the wooden dowel. Okay, this is just going to help us get a little bit of tension on the cable. I'm wrapping it around. Careful of your eyes. You're going to want to wear eye protection during this. Okay, this gives me a way to pull on the cable. It's added tension to the right side. I'm checking all the pulley grooves that the cable is sitting properly. Okay. Now that it's pretty tight, I'm coming back to the screw and I'm going to go ahead and snug that one down. All right, next, grab the cable cutters. You're going to want to cut the cable just past the next screw hole, like that. Now I've grabbed another screw. This one has a washer. This is going to go in the secondary hole. Cover up the end of the cable and also just give it a little extra grip so it doesn't come loose. Okay, so that side is done. Remove the cable off of the wooden dowel. All right, I'm going to go ahead, wrap the cable around again. Okay, and now I'm going to go to we're going second groove from the top now, entering left side of the bike, entering in the second groove from the top. I'm going to go ahead and just double check one more time that everything is in the proper groove, nothing's come out. Okay, pulleys all look good. All right, now I'm going to grab a screw. This one does no washer. The first screw never has a washer. Screw it a little ways. Okay. Screw it in a little further. Kind of did this a little differently than the last one, but same concept. Now I can actually pull, okay, and then I'm going to lock it down. There we go. Next, cut the cable right past the next screw hole. Always watch your eyes. Highly recommend eye protection. And then again, I'm just going to cover up the end of the cable with a screw with the washer. Like so. And that is pretty much it. So you're going to come to the back of the bike now. And you're going to just double check everything, okay? Your housing is always going to want to do kind of a crisscross so that when it folds up, it does a little pretzel. And this is pretty good tension. I can almost touch the cables together. If you need more tension, if they're really loose, you didn't get enough tension, then you can actually use what we call the barrel adjusters. These guys, you just unscrew them. I pull on the housing a little bit, it helps, and that adds some tension. Now it's even tighter, okay? Now using a pair of pliers, I like to use the cutters just because I have them already. I'm gonna remove the pin. So now this pin will be free to turn. We're gonna remove the steering stop in the front, so that will be free to turn. Go ahead, remove that, put your seat back in, and that's it. So now you can see we are recabled. And you can see the cam turning back there. Fresh set of cables.